Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So as you read by the title, today I'm going to be doing my top 5 affordable translucent powders from the drugstore. So I'm super excited about this because I have been testing so many translucent powders in the past few years. So I finally gathered my top 5. So I will go ahead and get into that in just a moment and start off in no particular order. Before we do, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. And also follow me on my social media, which I will link down below. And now without further ado, we can go ahead and jump right into the video. Okay, so the first one I'm going to start with is the Morphe Bake and Set setting powder in the shade Brightening Pink. So this is what this looks like. So the Morphe Bake and Set is $12. I got this at my local Ulta store and they have 5 shades. I again have the shade Brightening Pink. So this isn't my usual go-to for translucent powders, or loose powders should I say. Usually I do get shades that are like fair light for my under eye area or translucent, but the reason I got this Brightening Pink is because I actually did a Kylie Jenner inspired makeup look. And if you know Kylie Jenner, you know that her under eye area is always super bright, and she actually uses a brightening pink translucent, I don't want to say translucent powder, I don't know why I keep saying that, but she uses a brightening pink loose powder in her under eye area, which gives that brightening effect. Because I was doing that tutorial, I actually ended up getting this, and it was a hunt to get this, guys. This shade is always sold out. I had to go to like 2 different Ulta locations to pick it up, but I finally got my hands on it. So this one is 0.31 ounces, and that's pretty standard for like a loose powder. It's amazing for brightening the under eye area. It is one of my favorites. I will say that this powder I specifically use for like special occasions or occasions where I know I'm going to take pictures, because I do want that under eye brightening effect that it gives. I don't use this on an everyday basis just because it's very bright and it's pretty much like full glam. It looks like full glam. It's like a fine powder, but just when you apply it and dust it off, it gives such an intense brightening effect that I just don't feel the need to do that every day for my everyday makeup look. So I just use this for special events. It also smooths out the under eye area, which is nice. It leaves it very silky and porcelain-like, so I really like that. It's totally different than any of the other translucent powders I'm going to mention just because of the color. But again, if you are looking for just like a translucent powder, like a translucent shade or a banana shade or anything like that, they also have that in. And also, this is a dupe for the Kylie Cosmetics soft pink loose powder that she has. That one, I actually was originally trying to get that powder for my Kylie Jenner inspired makeup, obviously, because that's what she uses, but it is sold out everywhere, guys. They don't even have it available in the Ulta website, and on Kylie Cosmetics it doesn't even show up, but when you like Google it, it'll show up, but it's sold out, and it's been sold out for months. I think I did that tutorial like 4 months ago and it was sold out even then, so I don't know what's going on with that. But this is a great alternative if you do wish to have like that soft pink loose powder that she has. So the next powder I want to talk about is the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop setting powder in the shade Banana. So it looks just like this. It looks like every other, you know, packaging for the translucent powder. So this is actually $12, and this is one of a total of 6 shades, so it's really nice. I have the shade Banana again, and this is probably the most yellow banana translucent powder I have ever tried. I actually used this powder on a video of mine. It was a full face using NYX makeup, and when I first tried it, guys, I was like a little taken aback because it was so yellow, and I was just like, what? And I tried this in the winter, so in the winter I'm a lot paler than I am obviously now. Like, I think it would actually work really well for the summer because of how tan I am and how yellow this is. But I tried it when it was the winter and I was super pale, and when I first put it in my under eyes, I was like, I think I say it in the video that it was straight up yellow, and I was not feeling it at all. Once I dusted off the translucent powder and I finished the whole look, I was genuinely so shook with how nice my whole face looked. I think I did mostly all from this line from that video, and I wasn't like shook with anything as I was trying it, but the end result is beautiful, and my under eye area looked amazing, guys. I don't know what it is because, like I said, when I first tried it and when I was using it, I did not like it at all, but it completely smoothed out my under eye area. And also the yellow just blends in super nicely. It doesn't leave like a stain or anything, which is what I was expecting to happen. The only thing I will say that I found that I didn't like, that is a con, and also I saw a lot of people complaining about it, there's just very little product that comes out. Like, there's a lot of product in there, but the holes just make it really hard to actually, oh, I just spilled a lot on me, actually come out. So that, just note that that is like the only con I found. I feel like nobody really talks about this loose powder and also the Can't Stop Won't Stop concealer. If you use those two together, it gives you the most gorgeous under eye and it'll photograph beautifully. The next powder I want to talk about is actually one of my favorites. I will say I think it's my favorite out of all the ones I'm mentioning, and it is the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder. This one is in the shade 05 Fair, and I use this one for like my winter self because I am paler in the winter time, and this is very, very light. And then I have another one that I think it's just called Light, I think it is. I'll list it down below, but that one is like my regular shade year round when I'm like my normal skin tone. And this one is $7.99. I got it at Ulta, and they have a total of 8 shades. So this one does leave a little bit of a tint in the under eye area, so you have to be careful. They don't have them where you dust it off and it's just no color to it. And make sure you get the perfect shade for your under eye area that's gonna give you the, you know, finish that you want. The reason I love it so much is because this is a dupe to the Huda Beauty Easy Bake Translucent Powder, or her powders that she has, and I found that this one is an exact dupe for it, guys. It literally feels like the same thing in my under eye area. I noticed no difference at all. The only difference is that this one has no scent to it. The Huda Beauty one does, and it literally just looks like you face tuned your under eye area. Like, you can use this all over your face or just in your under eye. I personally just do my under eye, but it is so pretty, guys. I'm not kidding. You need to go get this. So the next one I want to talk about, we are getting into the OGs of loose powders. When no drugstore brand was making loose powders, these are like the OGs. So the first one is the Makeup Revolution Luxury Baking Powder. I have this one in the shade Lace and the shade Banana. I always have two. So this one is $8 at Ulta, and they also have a total of 8 shades. Again, I have this one in particular is Lace. This is for like my year-round shade, and then I have Banana for when I'm tanner, like in the summertime, like right now. So this one is really a dupe for the Ben Nye powders that they have. Those aren't like super pricey, but they are more expensive than $8, and that is like full coverage glam. Like, makeup artists use Ben Nye, like the powders that they have, like it's just very glam for special events, and this is an exact dupe to it. It even has like the same bottle type, so I would definitely recommend this, guys. This is like another one that if you're looking for a special event makeup and you want that really nice full coverage under eye and brightening, definitely pick this up. Is that this one does not feel dry at all in the under eye area, so it's great for dry skin. That is just a problem I had when I was looking for drugstore translucent powders, is that they were all so dry, and the ones I found in this collection that I'm mentioning in this video are all great for dry skin because it's not going to cling to your dry spots. It's just going to leave it super smooth and light, and the powder is just super fine, so it's not heavy at all, which is another thing I can't stand, when powders are super heavy and they just feel uncomfortable almost. So this one is just very fine, and would definitely recommend for a special event makeup or full glam makeup. So the last loose powder that I want to mention is the OG to my collection. It is the very first translucent powder I ever bought, but it is just the first one that really got me into makeup, and when I started experimenting, this is the one that I could actually afford, and it still gave me like full glam vibes, and it was just amazing. And that is the Airspun Loose Face Powder, and I have the shade Translucent. I've also used the extra translucent one, which I don't really know the difference, but yeah, I use both. Those are the only 2 shades they have, and this I believe is like $8 at Walgreens, I want to say, and I've had this for so long. This has been around, it says on here, since 1935, so it's been around forever, guys. So if you are someone who's starting to get into makeup, or you want that Laura Mercier effect that everyone talks about without, you know, being in budget, use this one, guys. It's very similar. I will say this is like a dupe for it. The only thing I have to say is that this one is also dry like the Laura Mercier one, so I would recommend it more for like normal to oily skin types, just because it is more drying and it's just beautiful, guys. I've never had an issue with it. It never gave me flashback. I used to use this on an everyday basis, and this has a ton of product in it. It's 2.3 ounces, so it is huge, guys. Like, this will last me like a year, maybe longer. It's huge. And yeah, I just like it because it's very simple to the point. When you go to the store, it doesn't come in a box. It's literally just like this, and it has like a tape in the inside of it, and it's really easy to get product out. So I really like it. It's beautiful for like an everyday basis, or if you just want something that's a dupe to the Laura Mercier one. This is the one I found that is closest to it. The only thing I will say is that this one does have a strong scent to it, and it just smells like makeup. I don't know how to explain it. It is a strong scent, so if you're sensitive, I don't think you'll like it, but it does go away once you blend it out. But yeah, it is amazing. So yeah, guys, that is pretty much it for today's video. I just wanted to do a quick one because I feel like drugstore loose powders are just not talked about a lot here on YouTube. 100% would recommend, and I just alternate between all of these. Sometimes I forget about certain ones, like the NYX one I've forgotten about for like the past year, just because it was in the back of my makeup pile. But when I saw it, I was like, oh my god, I actually really liked it. So I just alternate between, and then sometimes I'll just stick to one for like a month, just because it's just like my obsession, and then I'll switch it. So these are just throughout my makeup journey. These are the ones that I found never did me dirty, and always made me look really good in person and in pictures. That is pretty much it for today's video. Thank you for watching again, and I will catch you guys in my next one.